From translation, TLB the Living Bible this 204 day of the year. Today we are reading passages Proverbs 30-31, Proverbs chapter 30, verses 1 to 33. These are the messages of Agur, son of JK, addressed to Ithiel and Ucal. I am tired, O God, I am exhausted and weak, but I am not as smart as I would like to be. I haven't learned the wisdom that comes from knowing the holy God. Who but God goes up to heaven and comes back down, who holds the wind in his fists, who wraps up the oceans in his cloak, who has created the whole wide world. Every word of God proves true. He defends all who come to him for protection. Don't add to his words, or he will have to rebuke you, and you will be found a liar. O God, I beg two favors from you before I die. First, help me never to tell a lie. Second, give me neither poverty nor riches. Give me just enough to satisfy my needs. For if I grow rich, I may deny you and say, Who is the Lord? And if I am too poor, I may steal and thus insult God's holy name. Never slander a worker to his employer, or he will curse you, and you will pay for it. There is a generation that curses its father and does not bless its mother. There is a generation that is pure in its own eyes, but that is not washed from its filthiness. There is a generation, oh, how lofty are their eyes, and their eyelids are lifted in arrogance. There is a generation whose teeth are like swords, and whose fangs are like knives, to devour the poor from off the earth, and the needy from among men. The leech has two daughters, give and give. There are three things that are never satisfied, no, four that never say, enough: the grave, the barren womb, the thirsty desert, the fire that never says, enough. The eye that mocks his father and scorns obedience to his mother, the ravens of the valley shall pick it out, and the young eagles shall eat it. There are three things that amaze me, no, four things that I don't understand: how an eagle glides through the sky, how a snake slithers on a rock, how a ship navigates the ocean, how a man loves a woman. An adulterous woman takes a stranger into her home, as if he were her husband. There are three things that make the earth tremble, no, for it cannot endure: a slave who becomes a king, a fool who eats until he is full, an unloved woman who is married, and a servant girl who replaces her mistress. There are four things on earth that are small but unusually wise. Ants, they aren't strong, but they store up food for the winter. Rock badgers, they aren't powerful, but they make their homes in the rocks. Locusts, they have no king, but they march in formation. Lizards, they are easy to catch, but they are found even in kings' palaces. There are three stately monarchs, and four that are stately in their stride: the lion, king of animals, who won't turn aside for anything; the strutting rooster, the male goat, a king at the head of his army. If you have been a fool by being proud or plotting evil, cover your mouth in shame. As the beating of cream yields butter, and the twisting of the nose produces blood, so the stirring of anger yields strife. Proverbs chapter 31, verses 1 to 31. These are the sayings of King Lemuel, the message that his mother taught him. O my son, O son of my womb, O son of my vows, do not waste your strength on women, on those who ruin kings. It is not for kings, O Lemuel, to guzzle wine. Rulers should not crave alcohol, for if they drink, they may forget their duties and fail to decide the cases of the needy righteously. Let alcohol be for those who are perishing, for those who are in bitter distress. Let them drink to forget their poverty and remember their troubles no more. Speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves. Ensure justice for those being crushed. Yes, speak up for the poor and helpless, and see that they get justice. If you can find a truly good wife, she is worth more than precious gems. Her husband can trust her, and she will greatly enrich his life. She brings him good, not harm, all the days of her life. She finds wool and flax and busily spins it. She is like a merchant's ship, she brings her food from afar. She gets up before dawn to prepare breakfast for her household and plan the day's work for her servant girls. She goes out to inspect a field and buys it. With her earnings, she plants a vineyard. She is energetic and strong, a hard worker. She makes sure her dealings are profitable. Her lamp burns late into the night. Her hands are busy spinning thread, her fingers twisting fiber. She extends a helping hand to the poor and opens her arms to the needy. She has no fear of winter for her household, for everyone has warm clothes. She makes her own bedspreads. She dresses in fine linen and purple gowns. Her husband is well known at the city gates, where he sits with the other civic leaders. She makes belted linen garments and sashes to sell to the merchants. She is clothed with strength and dignity, and she laughs with no fear of the future. When she speaks, her words are wise, and kindness is the rule when she gives instructions. She carefully watches all that goes on in her household, and does not have to bear the consequences of laziness. Her children stand and bless her. Her husband praises her. There are many virtuous and capable women in the world, but you surpass them all. Charm is deceptive, and beauty does not last, but a woman who fears the Lord will be greatly praised. Reward her for all she has done. Let her deeds publicly declare her praise.